It all started with a cruel laugh echoing across the schoolyard. Nobody expected much from Ava, the shy, quiet girl who kept her head low, spoke softly, and always sat alone during lunch. She was the kind of student people forgot was even in the room. But that day would change everything. Ava was kneeling on the ground, her hands trembling as 3 bullies towered over her. One of them, Jake, the football team's golden boy, grinned as he kicked over her lunchbox. "Oops," he sneered. "Looks like you dropped your gourmet meal, dirt muncher." Before she could even respond, another bully, Chelsea, grabbed a handful of soil and let it fall onto Ava's food. "Go ahead. Eat it," she mocked. "Come on, you're used to crawling on the ground like a bug." A circle of students had gathered. Some watched in silence, too afraid to intervene. Others chuckled nervously, unsure of what they were seeing. And Ava didn't cry. She didn't scream. She didn't beg. She just looked up. Her eyes were calm. Too calm. Jake bent down, pushing her shoulder roughly. "What's wrong, mute girl? Cat got your..." Before he could finish, Ava's hand snapped out. In a blur of motion, Jake was on the ground, gasping for air, staring at the sky. Everyone froze. Then, without a word, Ava stood up. "You really want to play this game?" she asked softly, her voice no longer timid. "Let me show you how it ends." 2 years earlier. Ava hadn't always been this quiet. In fact, once upon a time, she was loud, happy, and fearless. But all of that changed the night her family was attacked in a home invasion. Her parents survived, barely, but Ava saw too much. She watched masked men tear through her home like wolves. And in that moment of trauma, something inside her shifted. The fear took root. After the attack, Ava stopped talking. She withdrew from friends, from the world. But her father, once an elite military operative, saw what was happening to her. He refused to let fear consume his daughter. He enrolled her in a private martial arts program far from the public eye, run by a former intelligence agent and black belt assassin named May. May was brutal but kind, teaching Ava not just how to defend herself, but how to master her mind, body, and emotions. "Discipline first, strength second," May would always say. It took Ava a year to stop flinching. Another to truly fight back. By 15, she was sparring with grown adults, and winning. But when she returned to public school, she decided to keep her skills a secret. She didn't want attention. She didn't want to fight. But the world had other plans. Back to the present. Jake staggered to his feet, angry and humiliated. "You think you're tough now, freak?" He charged at her. In 2 steps, Ava sidestepped, hooked his leg, and brought him crashing to the ground again. The sound of his body hitting the dirt silenced the crowd. Chelsea screamed and lunged at her. Ava dodged like she saw it before it even happened. A simple move, a twist of the wrist, and Chelsea's arm was locked behind her back. "I don't want to hurt you," Ava whispered. "But I won't be your victim anymore." The third bully, Marcus, just backed away, hands up. For the first time, Ava stood not just in defense, but in power. The crowd was stunned. Whispers turned into silence. Teachers came running. The bullies were suspended immediately, and the video that one of the students captured went viral. But Ava didn't care about fame. She didn't want revenge. The aftermath. Later that week, the school counselor called Ava in. "You shocked everyone," the counselor said, smiling gently. "But I think you've been holding on to something for a long time. Maybe it's time to let people see who you really are." Ava nodded slowly. She opened up, not about her skills, but about her past. The trauma. The pain. The silent war she had fought alone. She started helping other students who had been bullied, mentoring them, teaching confidence through quiet strength. One of the boys she defended from future bullying would go on to say, "She didn't just fight for herself. She saved the rest of us too."